I think one of the biggest pillars of a game are the people that you interact with. Sure, maybe if you're playing Forza, okay, you're not running into too many people, but even then you have to talk to somebody to get missions and stuff, right? In Star Citizen, there are quest givers that are meant to be standalone, giving you narrative cinematic experiences that take you through a storyline that show you different places. The missions themselves are usually not the cookie cutter ones that you're seeing. They are a little bit more applied. So today, in this deep dive, and we're diving deep, my friends, we're gonna jump around and kind of watch this playthrough of one of the old mission givers. Her name is Twitch Pacheco. This will be a playthrough that includes some of the devs who are working on this mission giver. So during that, they're going to say how they want these mission givers to live in Star Citizen, what they want them to do, the experience they want to provide from them. And I think this is important because we do have mission givers making a comeback. If you look at some of our recent monthly reports, you'll see that there are more and more mentions from animation and narrative, like here in the August 2025 report, saying the team has been working with mocap and narrative on additional content like previously captured dialogue that will soon be available in game, including for brand new mission givers and additional lines for Amelia Boyd. Now, we already have the lines from Amelia Boyd, so we know this stuff is not that far out. I think this is probably the type of thing we'll see in the next 6 months in game, but this could be a surprise that comes with the release of Nyx. We could see a mission giver in 4.4. This video is being filmed before Evocati starts, so by the time it comes out, I might be wrong here, or I might be right here. But it does seem like they're working on mission givers currently. They also mention it here in the September of 2025 report, saying that Animation was working on a boss fight alongside supporting a new mission giver. Alongside all this stuff, they're also working on a returning air traffic control voice. We have seen reports of air traffic control getting work also throughout these monthly reports. And if you don't like leaks, plug your ears for the next 10 seconds. We've also been seeing reports that it's literally the Nyx air traffic controller. Now, this is something that we were seeing leaks about before we knew that Nyx was coming in 4.4. So it was kind of a big surprise. Now it's not that surprising, but they're working on the AI and the NPCs in the Nyx location. Nyx is also going to be pretty industrial focused, and it is a big opportunity for them to make a step forward a little bit with some more narrative after this last year of things with Wicklow and Malor and the voice channels and all that stuff. They're clearly trying to move back towards that. Now, this is a worry a lot of people have had over the years, that they weren't going to do this because mission givers basically broke. They added a bunch of mission givers back in the day from 3.1 until 3.6, 3.5. A lot of you who were here for a while remember it. A lot of you who didn't get here until later probably never even heard of it. But if you go back and look at the AI and characters additions that they have here, you'll see, where are they? Recco Battaglia, literally the first we ever got in the Daymar area. The description reads, creating a new mission giver to add to the Levki location. This includes concepting with the character team, creation of the character's clothing and props and environment, capturing performance lines, solving the animation and audio files for implementation into the engine, creating the behavior tree, and hooking up mission content for this character. This task will also include the creation of any text needed to accompany their mission. I would assume this is the same thing we will get from a current iteration of this mission giver, but this is the first. So keep in mind that they might go back in order. I think there might have been one before, Miles Eckhart. He's a special case. We'll talk about him in a little bit. But Recco Battaglia was the first. After that, they immediately added Clovis Darnley. He's still in Lorville. You can go find him and talk to him, but it doesn't really work. He's broken. After that, they added Constantine Hurston. He's also in Hurston. You can find him in Lorville. Wallace Klim, who was actually supposed to be in Nyx, I believe, but has been moved to Grimhex, or maybe he was always meant to be in Grimhex. You can find him in Grimhex. Also, doesn't work. After him was Tisha Pacheco, the one who we're going to be looking at today. She was the last one they ever added. After that moment, you can see here, there was never another mission giver put into the game. None at all. For years. And this is kind of like the FPS weapon stuff. We do the same thing with FPS weapons. You can see that they were being added for a long time, over and over and over in most of the patches that were occurring. And then they got to a point where they just completely stopped adding them. I think it was after 3.12. Nothing got added in terms of FPS weapons except for these tools. So You can see these really clear signs where teams got pulled away and stopped working on things for Star Citizen. The folks who were working on mission givers, I have no doubt in my mind that they were full on in Squadron 42 for a long time, because that's where it's most important that you have NPCs that work perfectly. That's where you can plan for all of the situations you might run into. That's where the narrative and cinematic experience is important. And you can clearly see that there are characters, a lot of characters in Squadron 42 that you're meant to talk to and have dialogue with and figure things out with. So they were busy for a while. But just like with the weapons content team, as we've been seeing, and the narrative team, as we've been seeing, they're starting to move back to Star Citizen, I think. So while we still haven't seen any new mission givers come in, we have started to see some of these dialogues come in. We've started to see them reach out to us and at least call us and talk to us for these missions. And we've seen Wicklow, which I think is a big test case of just a certain type of mission giver who sends you out to go get things. So Recco could be another type of mission giver, or at least dependent on another type of mission, which is more based on mining and salvage and finding those resources. All this to say, mission givers are ridiculously important, and we have been basically we've been entirely separated from them for years, which is why a lot of people might not know about them. And that brings us back to really looking into kind of what makes them so important and special. So today we're going to look at what Luke Presley and I don't know who this is, but another developer have to say about characters that are meant to be more just kind of standing around waiting for you to come get a good, proper storyline from them. I will try to skip around this, at least for the video. I'll skip some of the more boring parts.
Like we may have a mission giver for a start, or we'll have a new location. And that obviously entails us coming up with a mission for them or a mission that suits the lore of that location. Mm-hmm. Tisha Pacheco in this case. Well, we decided to reuse the underground facility for that location because we thought, we hadn't really taken them to...
Wait, is that Detox?
Yeah, it was nice to make another variant.
Was that Detox?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And we're putting more effort into
and
those
Nerd Show and Tell.
Some more entrances into them. So we get the requirements. Like you need to make a mission for Tisha Pacheco. We get the lore for Tisha Pacheco. She's
who she is, what she does.
Yeah, she's. Oh, let me try and remember.
This is also not unique to Star Citizen. Like when I say an NPC is important for you to have to interact with, you see it in all kinds of MMOs. So it has been a question a lot of people have had. It's like, are we just going to get all our contracts from Mobiglass? And we're starting to see them move out the Mobiglass. We're getting them from going up to specific places at Wicklow. We're getting them from showing up at a location, then accepting it, like at the Stormbreaker place. Actually, I don't think there's even a mission there. So like they're getting closer and closer to this. I think it all leads more towards these mission givers coming back.
She works for the Antari company, which is like this kind of cartel, but is also a shady business, I think, as well. And they're trying to move into the stand and push out all the other competitors. Obviously, drugs is just one part of the criminal empire. But trying to be clever with it as well. So we went down like a path first. We always, when it comes to like mission givers, there's an excuse to really experiment and try and do something new. And the thing we tried to do new in this mission was to like gift the player a ship. Yeah. Now, in the future, we want to properly like gift them for the duration of missions, so they go and use all the systems that they currently are used to, like go to an ASOP terminal and they'll find it gifted in there and then we use all those systems.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to go all out because you want the mission givers to feel special.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we get a little extra support on these guys, so it's like we try and do something different. I'm
gonna skip to the mission giver, so we can get into the actual mission.
Have enough to do when it came to trading. There was literally just, I think, Widow.
Maybe one.
I think it was Widow. Yeah, that they had to trade. So I'd like gone like we need more. We need all these other drugs. So we put some effort into those. We got them made to be destructible because I had an idea we might use it like this. I didn't ever think we'd use it to this extreme. Like when I was asking for those assets, but
yeah, you're like, put some drugs in here, and then you came to my screen, you're like, that's a lot of drugs.
Yeah, like it turns out you need a lot of drugs if you want to hide one packet in there. But so this is Checo. I never know if I'm saying that right.
I think the Americans like to say Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Well, it's like an Idris thing. It's one of the things that's, we ask this question of the writers often, and they're reluctant to provide an official pronunciation.
So
because
honestly,
one of
my favorite things about Turkish is like if you see a letter, it's going to be pronounced that way. How many times do we have to go through this conversation in Star Citizen? We're like, how is it pronounced? Because it's just always something spelled differently than it sounds.
We can make the Star Citizen universe just like the real universe, is that there are different regional pronunciations of everybody's name, and when you span a galaxy, who knows what the original actual pronunciation was? Maybe that individual person does. I think I missed my cue. Yep.
Oh, she got impatient.
Yeah, I was talking. Now,
so you can find her if you want to. She's in the back of Area 18. You can go up to her, find her. She'll even talk to you. I think if you have the right reputation, you might be able to get a mission from her, but in my experience, it hasn't worked for years.
For me to get her to talk to me again? Or?
It's not Leviosa.
Walk away.
It's Levio, not Leviosa.
Now, one of the reasons we've invited Detox and Show and Tell and Uber here is because I actually haven't had the opportunity in this last quarter to play this mission before. So we're actually seeing the first time I've done this mission. So, and I get to do it.
See, dude, CIG couldn't do that anymore these days. They couldn't have a content creator come on here and I don't know how this is put together. I don't know if like this is a recorded video and they're just talking about it as they went along, or if they're playing this live and they're watching it or whatever. But if CIG included a content creator's gameplay in their official programming now, people would be so pissed compared to what I mean. People might have been angry about it during this time, but this kind of stuff really gets to people now. I don't know so much why, but I appreciate when they try to get more involved in the community like this, and I hope they keep doing stuff like this. It doesn't have to be with like creators; it could be with anybody.
With pseudo director's commentary with
you can still get the missions.
Gareth and Luke here.
That doesn't mean I've got anything for you.
Yeah, we got you back.
Oh, and 3.23, yeah, 4.0 might have broken them.
She didn't have one for you.
She didn't have one for me. You want somebody else want to try?
Oh, you've not accepted the mission. There's no mission up in the top there. Have you got an invite? You have to accept the invite.
Okay, where am I going? Oh, there it is. I'm looking for work.
No. You have to accept. Oh well, if you have the invite, she'll automatically give it you. Anyway.
Yeah, so it would look like
I don't know if you have the mission in that case.
it'd be under your personal tab.
Troubleshooting as well.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. Let's be
Any appointments?
I don't have it.
No.
How about any of our guests?
All right, let's get forward and see what kind of mission she actually gives you guys. What was it that you would do when you get a mission from a mission giver? See where they're headed.
Did they give us a grey cat hanger here?
Just full throttle as fast as you can.
It's okay, it's okay.
Oh god.
Got it?
Doing it.
Oh no.
We're not doing this live.
There we go.
It's moving, it's okay, it's okay.
Gently. Ah, there we go.
That is tight. I mean, that's
He's banned.
When they used to
What's the
put our
opposite of F's in
our
chat?
ships
What's
into
the opposite of
tiny
F's in chat?
hangars.
Let's get some of those.
45 the other way.
I would not do that.
oh god. Oh no.
Saved.
Oh, no.
There we go.
That's
Let's get
not
some
how you
saves
play
in chat.
Oh
how you
shoot!
fly up.
Wait, is this during hover mode? Whoa, that's a different interface. Is this during April 2019? When was hover mode? I think that they just became. They might have just shown us a little bit more of what we should expect. So let's see. April of 2019 would have been here. Gameplay. No. Were they? Maybe they were playing on an early version. Maybe they're playing on the 3.6 branch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're playing through 3.6, but that looked like a hover mode thing right there.
Let's get some of
You
those.
tip back?
45 the other way.
And you ain't
I would
flying.
not do that.
You ain't flying
Oh
up.
no. Oh,
Saved.
no.
There we go.
That's
Let's get
not
some
how you fly
saves in
up.
chat.
That isn't how you fly up.
It's not. I was not prepared to fly today.
Why did you accept the flight?
Oh no.
There we are.
Yay.
Just hold the space bar down and go up.
I feel like my character in this position would be very
you can't-
nervous right now.
You can't go up like that. You have to. They're just space bar and go up until you get to about 2,000 meters, and then.
I'm flying with mouse and keyboard. This is terrible.
Right.
You want to get out of the chair? I can take it.
That's why you want to. That's why you got to be good at mouse and keyboard. So if you end up in a place where you can't use sticks,
Sorry,
you
guys.
still know how to play.
You want to go ahead and switch pilot?
We can switch.
Why don't we go ahead and switch pilots?
Okay, I'm
Let
ready.
me just make sure we're clear so we don't.
Okay, so yeah, they're
Well, that's good.
playing
Okay,
live.
ready to go.
Yeah, let's make Detox look good. Yeah, in the mission, Pacheco actually drugs the pilot of the ship. So this is normal. You shouldn't feel bad.
I feel like maybe you're off script here a little bit.
Believe it or not.
All right. So how many
cancel
different mission variants does Pacheco have? She has 4 different missions, right?
No,
No.
actually, she only has one. Like the issue there is, well, obviously time and resources.
Yeah, okay.
But what we do, what the idea is we could either go down the route like we used to when at the very start we give everyone like lots of very generic missions, and I don't want to do that. I want to focus on every mission giver having their own one interesting mission to start with, and then as we build more, like the moment you can actually we can gift a ship. Like the next plan is that we make a return to Battaglia, and give her a mining mission. Where she lends you a ship so that people who don't.
What do you guys think? Recco Battaglia, the introduction of mining missions? Even back then, that's what they wanted to do, but they just didn't. And you gotta wonder, why didn't they? This is after Recco's in the game. So they're already talking about, we need to get a mining mission for her. And we know they worked on mining missions back in 2021, I think, and 22, in the monthly reports. Why don't we do a little guesswork here and go back to March of 2021. Don't you love these? When we just kind of guess at a month and see if what we're looking for turns up. Generally don't end up getting them right, but it's fun to do. Let's see if they were working on a new mining themed set for an upcoming patch is nearing completion. That was for acting. Yeah, so it might have been 22 that they were working on it. I think it would make more sense if it was 22. 2021, they were still figuring some stuff out. Shubin Interstellar Mining Tool. Do we have this Shubin Interstellar Mining Tool? Is that even a thing? Shubin Interstellar Mining Tool. It's not the attachment, right? No, I don't think we have a Shubin Interstellar Mining Tool. It would be nice if they had like a rifle-based mining tool that was handheld that had the same kind of strength as a Geo. That would be cool. Yeah, nothing here. January of 2023. Was it really back then? Let's see. January 2023. January monthly reports are usually pretty quiet. There you go. Ongoing mining balance update, changes to mining locations. A mining mission was also prototyped in which players purchase the location of a valuable prospect. There are currently 3 variants. Lawful, which takes place in a monitored zone and has friendly defenses to protect against hostiles. Unlawful, where players seize legally owned mining claims. And Lawless, which takes place in unmonitored zones and can be accepted by multiple players. Those sound familiar? They basically just took the mining missions and turned them into salvage missions, but we never got mining. Nobody knows why, but here we still are, almost 2 years later. Or more than 2 years later, so we'll see if they come with Recco. I think that'd be good. You can also see here, though, that they were working on design work for Bounty Hunting V2. What happened to that, huh? So yeah, maybe we'll see mining missions. Maybe.
Don't have those ships can have a go. There's a whole world.
There's a whole gameplay loop.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of players aren't.
Detox has to fly because he has the waypoint.
Yeah. I'm on it. Just keep going. Let me give you some directions.
Oh, okay. You just tell me where to go, Captain. All right.
It'll be very easy, like 14 kilometers out. That's why I took
Power
the
Wash
flight.
Simulator.
My test wasn't ready to rock. Which is one day, so
It's Detox!
Keep going. You tell me when to stop.
And stop. And straight ahead. Head for those beautiful buildings there on the horizon.
We've also got your landing gear down.
Possible they want to rework mining? I don't think they're going to rework it. I think they're going to add on to it.
Valkyrie's a good
I think they have a lot of work being done to the actual minables, how they function
My
and
favorite
spawn.
ship in the game right now in terms of just its overall aesthetic.
Is this the Liberator variant?
Yes.
Actually, I haven't been in it in person. The Liberator one.
All right, let's jump. What are they doing?
The copper-colored one.
It's just flying to a location.
As a way to kind of push the development of new systems.
Yes. Yep. The way the ship landing is done at the moment is very hacky.
Yes, and they've done some sneaky things.
Bad things. Because obviously, what we'd really like is the ability to use the systems that already exist. Like all players are used to being able to unlock
this
their own
isn't
ship
with
and
hover
then
mode.
have all their party members.
Yeah, hook it up
pilot
to all
it.
your friends and probably them.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't been able to do that for this, which is why obviously the work needs to be done to properly loan you ships via the ASOP terminal and that.
Where's the
because-
exit of this?
I don't know. Can you just hold? Is it you?
Is it Y now?
It's Y now.
It's
Why?
All right.
Just make sure you're not in a fighter with a EGXC.
I can't get out. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
basically, this does
Jared's.
not work. Like
So Jared's
spent,
playing with them.
Yes.
Okay.
any other ship to work, and that's not the intention. That's step one.
It's like a proof of concept.
Exactly. This is our prototype, really, because again, we're an alpha game, and
Yeah, you have to start somewhere.
yeah, we prototype if it's fun, if it works.
It could be a
we'll
rework,
make it proper.
putting off mining. It's always possible.
Do I still have my...
That'd be mind-blowing.
Bear? I lost the bear.
No.
Sorry.
Did you drop him?
No, when I got into the turret.
Oh, we're stuck on your foot, I imagine.
It's bad luck.
Okay, I
talk
see.
about
So
the
they had to
rooftops?
go and pick up their mission
Oh,
ship,
rooftops,
basically.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
love
and
it.
You can go.
how Ed is doing.
Oh, right.
And they figured out this functionality in game. You take the tutorial, you get a ship. So they've got this working. Thank God, it's only been 6
Currently,
years.
right now, a colleague is doing
buddy.
a rework of these, or maybe not a rework, but remaking or making a new location, which I guess we won't go into. But there's going to be a new blackjack security rooftop that has FPS and such on it, and it's looking quite interesting.
I don't think that ever happened.
We were very lucky to get these.
You were, yes, yeah.
Because obviously the art team had all of this that is a city that
Yeah, they had art
you know.
to make, which is hard enough.
Yeah, and so we were very lucky to get as many of these as we did. But obviously they aren't up to like FPS scrutiny when you get close to them. But we are going to be continuing to evolve these.
Nope.
No.
No.
Nice.
He got into it.
Oh yeah.
Disco
Classic
Yeah,
Star
rebuild him.
Citizen right there. There was a time when you were so much more likely to fall out of a ship than you do now. All right, so he's probably going to go back to play. What are they talking about here?
2 class missions like that. I mean, this is like ready for a release. Obviously, we've been talking about the fact that the ship is not lent to you in the correct way. We'll obviously have to go back and address that. The rooftops themselves may get some, maybe that's not classed as the mission, but I tend to class it as that. The rooftops may get some more love. The UGFs will get some more love and many more varieties. We don't tend to tier missions in that way because it's
Like I said, it relies on so many other things. It's hard to.
Yeah, exactly. Missions are always a work in progress. All of them are.
Right.
The amount of times we've back in the Star Citizen 2.0 days when these all went in and were built in Flowgraph. So like the Tessa Bannister missions and the security guard at Korea, and there's missions, all the bounty hunting missions, PvP and stuff like that. They were all built in Flowgraph, and then when it came to turn them into Subsumption, we had to cut a few, or just obviously focus again on the ones that gave us the most bang for buck. I'm obviously Subsumption's here to stay. Thankfully,
Yes.
We won't be doing anything like that again. But a huge thing could change in the tech that means that we have to rethink them or rewrite them or something like that.
All
So
right,
I'm-
this is
I'm
just
never gonna
talking
say that
about.
any-
Let's get to the actual mission. There's just so much here that's not mission related.
So what we want these missions to do, because they're so special, we think, like compared with the others, is like a player would maybe want to travel some distance, and maybe that's the impetus for them moving from Crusader to Hurston. They get a mission giver mission, and and that makes them travel to a new location, and then they have a new adventures there. That's great.
That's actually a really great one. The idea that you have enough content around a planet to make it your home, and the way that CIG starts to get you to move around is they use little narrative devices that have mission givers sending you out to a new location. That's not unique to Star Citizen, but something else that would really help it to feel more natural.
Really good intention, but it does mean that a lot of people. Oh God, press F3. Oh no.
Don't touch.
A lot of people.
They can't see this, so they can't see me messing up. You're ruining it.
A lot of people don't want to travel. So we basically offered a mission to someone who will not play it, and that sits there for a time on them, and someone else could be playing it. Like Jared really wanted this mission, but it was on Detox, and Detox may not have wanted to play it. So we have to be very careful about how we do that. We are offering it from across the solar system. So if you want to play it, you should be able to get it from anywhere in that solar system. Whether it stays like that, we'll see. I mean, you can be kind and immediately decline the invite, and then at least freeze it up for other players if you don't want it. But obviously, we don't expect that. We offer the invitation there, straight into the action. Look at that, seamless.
Was that all hidden?
Yeah, it was all hidden.
Oh, it's a shame because the counter mission became available and popped up on your screen during that time.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna go against my friends here.
Hmm.
All right.
So
No, instantly forgot what I was talking about.
Wow.
Oh yeah, how you get the mission.
Moons look a
How
lot
you get
different.
The mission. So right now, if you want to get these missions, any mission from a mission giver, the best thing you can do is
Jared.
That was a
you went
landing.
backwards. Is do other missions and complete them. And if you can't complete them, don't fail them. Try just abort them for now, because reliability is built up by completing missions currently. Like we want
Jared, what are you
reputation
doing?
per player and such per mission giver and that. We don't have that currently. So there's this overall. Look at that, perfect. There's this overall reliability stat. So go complete missions. You will have a higher chance of being chosen when it comes to the random choice of that they pick of getting that mission, getting any mission.
Sorry to interject again, Salute, but I may have had a technical difficulty. If somebody else would like to take over the pilot seat, if they can.
I cannot.
Making my way back in now.
So what are you guys trying to do up
Is
there?
locked.
I got
Cutlass
all the
will be
turrets.
locked to anyone.
Great job, well done, turret gun. So the turret gun has taken out the turrets on the bunker at least. So we're
That's
safe.
right.
Good job, Opener.
So that's another sort of thing we were talking about, wanting to be able to share the ship with the party, because currently the seat will be locked to the mission owner.
Well, to anyone but the mission owner.
Yeah, to anybody but the mission owner.
Now, I'm approaching from the ground because I'm an excellent pilot. What can I expect here?
So far, this doesn't do much different from like what you would expect of a normal bunker mission, to be honest. Yeah, this is an old video, and thank God this HUD is gone. This was not a good HUD.
That's very easy to get,
That one's
thankfully.
He's just running. Hasn't changed from that.
You will be hired to go in there and destroy the drugs by any means possible.
Yeah, it's essentially the operation that Pacheco had heard of.
Yep. Very soon, I think we should be able to actually spawn AI, like the security forces that are coming in as well.
So at this point in the
using
game,
kind of-
there weren't even enemies weren't even able to spawn on the planet's surface. You could want them there, but they ain't gonna be there. It was literally just turrets outside.
monster closets and things like that. But
Yeah.
for now, we're
Relying on players.
relying on players.
Don't question my tactics.
T will turn that flashlight off.
Teaching Jared the game.
So Gareth fixed a nice bug a little while ago here, which was the turrets used to respawn the moment you went over like
It is.
800 meters away. 'Cause what was the reason?
It's my fault. No reason other than my fault.
It linked it to the wrong action area. So there's a huge action area around this whole thing, so you don't see the facilities pretty much if you go too far away. And if you go that far away, it's kind of expected that you're out of there. You're not going to come back again. So that's one
Okay,
of
and
the-
what do you do when you're down? Oh, they're killing drugs.
Make sure you.
They're
don't shoot
destroying-
too
you
many
guys
boxes
remember
in
this
combat.
mission?
You might get in the maze.
Yep.
Or you could take the drugs if you wanted to.
If anybody's been here before, you might notice that compared to the previous version, there's now more white boxes of altrucitoxin.
One down.
Can confirm.
Why don't we have more of these types of situations
Yeah.
where you either have to choose to
Thanks,
take or steal the drugs? The idea here was you either take or steal the drugs, but the game itself, when you took this mission giver's mission, would actually present a potential counter mission to other players that they were allowed to take if they wanted to. And those people could come and steal you. They could stop you from taking the drugs. Obviously, they could take them themselves. Like, it created this actually interesting dynamic between players. It didn't always play out that well. I think we're missing a lot of features and mechanics that would make it better. But this kind of stuff is what a lot of people like about Star Citizen, and they haven't moved on from this yet. They haven't iterated on this to make it that much better besides the dynamic events they've mostly done, which still don't follow the same format as much. You punched all the boxes. Yeah, that was the best way to do it.
Well,
Just
that is-
punching them.
Wait, we
Or
need the
a
fake pseudo
LMG.
chat. Serpentine maneuvers. God, what was that? I'm trying to remember the lines from the Gamescom 2015 demo. It's possible I
This is
blocked.
actually quite terrifying to watch because I just think if there's going to be one stray bullet that catches him in the head.
This is going well so far. May have just jinxed it.
Hey, you're doing okay.
Down.
You're down or they're down?
No, they're down. Sorry.
Is that 2 or 3 more, perhaps?
How many is there?
I'm just going to
Yeah.
charge in. See what happens.
All right, I'm right in front of
One
you.
left me.
Nope. Obviously, they heard I was coming and they're afraid.
Nerd, are you in the server
Yeah.
room?
Yep.
On your
Clear
stick?
this. First room's clear.
They don't even have party markers. That might be a glitch.
Go in.
I'm just running in.
Possibly all tangos down then.
Yep. All clear.
I got him!
Yes.
So
right.
Detox,
Another hot pot.
explain to Jared what he's looking for, and then leave him to it.
Yep.
We've only got 10
Okay,
minutes
so-
left in the show, so.
Oh right, okay,
You're looking for the Barker Mall.
Brown.
Wood chips.
okay.
It's like a
Everyone,
wet substance. It's like bran flakes on steroids.
And that was kind of my first thing when I tried this mission.
What are
Was
these?
what the heck do I look
smiley
like?
faces,
Smiley faces. Big bags of smiley faces.
guys. There's a neon.
Ultratoxin? No,
That
that's...
is ecstasy, I guess, in this world.
Oh, wait, this is ecstasy? Alright, I got mine.
There you go.
They had player
The cool
markers
thing about this
before.
mission, though, Luke, is that you can collect all of these drugs, can't you, if you want to?
If you have that kind of patience, and I've seen that you do, yes.
You also run the risk of the people there to destroy them.
Yeah.
arriving.
So the longer you take, the more chance.
Oh, I
yeah.
think there also weren't multi tools and tractor beams back then. So there was no such thing as like picking up boxes, moving them around, turning them in. There wasn't like commodity trading where you were picking it up with the tractor beam and figuring out which size fits into your ship. This was it. 1/8 size boxes. You pick them up, you carry them, you put them down.
That you get shot in the back, or that you load up the lift full of all of these drugs, and the person whose job it is to come here and destroy them presses a button and gets delivered to him, and they get annihilated.
Did you have the package?
I got
Okay,
a package.
Has the Barker mulch.
So I don't think he has. I think it's red. That one looks quite red to me. I think we're looking for it's a darker brown kind of color, I believe.
I definitely
No, I
don't
think-
know.
Whoa!
Show and tell has
Who
it.
sent the lift up?
Nah, Jared's just going about his days.
But it's very soon.
Okay, they fought their way out. Wait, what?
I don't see.
Oh, shit, I'm
Well, maybe I
helpless.
should hold this stuff then. Oh, you gotta hold this stuff.
I gotta hold.
Protect the package, people.
Oh god! Just don't knock me off the elevator.
I thought they were shooting somebody there.
That's the tricky
I
part.
don't see any contact.
Go find
out here.
the
I am with the package. He can't run.
So now they take the ship back and they get out.
Definitely worth your time if you know what to pick up and where to sell them. It's not worth your time if you don't know what to pick up that way, or where to sell the best place to sell them. The thing
Jared's
I like about
I'm
people do is
waiting for
how-
Jared to
how
get dragged out.
neatly They stack everything, and how it's always it's always in an order. It's like, okay, all the blue stuff goes over here.
They're
all
sorted
the
on the
red stuff
deck.
Goes over. It's so neat.
My wallpaper at work for a while was a picture of somebody in the Cutlass with just very neat piles and boxes for my
know.
desktop. I was like, that's so cool.
They're so OCD with like not just tossing them in.
They just want to get the most in they can, don't they?
Well, you can't cross-contaminate the cargo.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
we're
So-
at the end of our.
This was the end of this playthrough. I want to show you what they did with Gamescom 2016. I think that actually gave a little bit better of an idea of like what the heck they were even trying to. So this one takes place in Levki, which is where we're going to be soon. This one also has Chris doing his whole "I'm going to lead this with my voice" thing, which always is quite the spectacle.
Multiplayer at this resolution, in and out. Anyways, it's difficult. So here in all our sort of landing locations throughout Stanton and the rest of the PU. So there would be somewhere like we would go there to get our ship repaired. The way that we're going to have determine which area you would sort of respawn on essentially would be whenever you land at a landing location, you can go, so here's a residential area, and you can pay some money, some credits to, basically get your room like an easy hab on Port Olisar. And then when you sleep in the bed, that sort of says, okay, that's your checkpoint that you. So then if I was flying out in space and I got killed, I'd wake up in the hospital here in Levki as opposed to waking up in Port Olisar. And that's how you would sort of put your mark. So this Chris Brown ski cheating move. So we'll Chris's view, we can sort of see through his. So yeah, here we are again, and Chris is somewhere here.
This is old Levski.
He's coming around. There you go.
Hey, you like my professor, my getup? This is generally how I'm dressed. I usually don't dress like this for work, but I wanted to come in and be able to teach you guys the good words of our Lord Pico. Hallelujah. Bless you all, you great people. That's what I like to hear.
Okay, so Glenn, let's turn around because we're going to go down to the Grand Barter Bazaar because that's where we're going to have to meet Miles. So head in, let's go down. All right, so
this is the first mission giver in Lorville, but originally they had him showing up in Nix. And this is kind of to give you an idea of what the experiencer is supposed to look like. This is just touring Levski. We'll be able to do that like this week.
here we go. And there you go. Looks like there's Miles there in the corner.
Glad you can make it. Grab a seat.
Dude, this is 9 years ago.
Sorry for the locale. Don't look like much. Homemade stuff has some kick. Anyway, a job came in late last night. Some idiot hauler cut through low-sec space. Got his crew vented. Company needs to retrieve the ship's black box to claim insurance on the lost cargo. Should be a romper job. Get in, get out. All my people are tied up with bigger ops. So I figured I could use this as a chance to make a new friend. I'll send the details. Let me know if you're interested.
I don't think anything prevented this release. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if this exact mission was in here, but you could sit down, talk to him like this. He'd have the drink, he'd talk to you, he'd give you a mission, you'd go out and take it. I don't remember how different it was from this, but this was in the game.
There's the log. So the mission that we can take is the Dunder Sunbeam 4, which is a Starfarer. It's attacked by outlaws yesterday. Crew and cargo presumed lost. Unfortunately, the pilot deviated from intended path into a monitor space and ill-conceived attempt to shave time off their route. That means Dunder shipping needs the black box data retrieved from the wreck in order to be reimbursed by an insurance company for the lost cargo.
So the funny thing about this is we have these missions in game. We literally during some of these events, you have to go to places, get a black box or something from a crashed ship and then turn it in. So they're not far away from it. It's really just like the character work that they need to recreate this with like the missions, the mocap, the scripting, all that kind of stuff is really all they need to bring back mission givers and just package the missions up in a little bit more narrative. And that's what we can see them talking about somewhere in here with these monthly report updates. So I do think we're getting close again to getting back to this. Where the heck? Oh.
So the deliverables, the black box data from the Dundon Sunbeam 4, and we'll be paid 3,000 credits for that. So sounds like a mission we should take, so let's do that.
What's that?
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Let's accept.
Great. Here's the tracking address for the ship. Let me know once.
So you go, you take the mission, you do your stuff. It takes you to this derelict ship.
Around the moon and come across the space wreck, all seamlessly, all the rest of stuff. Going from one sort of operation on foot, FPS, EVA, spaceflight. So it looks like there's been full decompression and it's vented inside. You want to, and if we look at, we can see through the dark, there you go, you can see little Glenn outside. Let's start EVA. There we go.
All right, we're going to keep going. So you get inside, you run your objectives, you kill your people, you do your things. You look beautiful. Why we don't have missions where you're exploring derelict ships looking for stuff, fighting people? Again, it's not their priority. It's not that important. But it's so funny to think of what people find fun and exciting in a space game and to see how easy it is to make it. Not easy. How early in their process they're thinking of making those things. And then considering when they have the time to make content where they don't have to focus on getting the entire player base back into the game every month, but they can just build out side missions that are fun to do when you're in certain places. It's this stuff. It's just a whole bunch of this stuff with different ships, different crashes, different stories, different factions, different rewards. And I think this would be one of the best things they could do for the game. I really hope that's something that's coming along soon.
Remember that unfortunately didn't do too well. Okay, let's just push him out of the way a bit. Let's try to find the captain's room so we can download the black box. And so, if those of you that have a Starfarer, have hung out around a Starfarer, you'll appreciate that it's not a small.
A confusing
ship.
mesh. Mesh? Mess.
Okay, we're downloading the black box. So there we are, objective complete. We retrieved the black box. We just made 3,000 credits.
What?
Mission's now complete. The possible security job we had. And we've just now got a video message coming in. So let's listen to that, Glenn.
You know, I'm just gonna throw this out. But I ended up talking to a couple of contacts of mine. Turns out the pack that hit that ship are squatting in an old facility on that nearby moon. I'm just talking here, but it's not crazy to think that they're keeping the cargo there. These outlaws are scum, so it's not like anyone will miss them. The company's gonna claim the insurance. So it wouldn't technically be stealing if you happen to head on down and take it. Again, I'm not saying anything here. I'm just gonna send along a location on that moon and do what you want.
You really gonna say that over the horn, Miles?
So we have a new additional message: reclaim stolen cargo if we want to take it. So we can pull up our mission thing, and I think.
Yeah, I think they got away from videos on the Moby Glass. They're probably just always gonna do them on the little comms panel in the corner now.
Okay, let's do it. Glad. There we go. All right.
So now they make the journey. It's a continuing storyline, right? This is more of a do an objective, get a call or something, and continue on your objectives. It's kind of how Onyx plays out. This is how the Onyx facilities play out. It's just that we don't meet the guy in person. He just calls us. So they continue on. They get a dragonfly from that space wreck, and they actually leave the ship with it. So it's a nice little find, extra salvage. I think this is how they introduced the dragonfly too, so that was a nice touch.
Oh yeah, alright. So let's head back to the Starfarer, the Freelancer.
And then they come down and take on another objective where they're invading the outpost base, the outlaw base.
There you go, so this is Gregor here, playing he's flying a black dragonfly, he got killed. Alright, player 1 now. Back to player 2, sorry. Player 2.
Oh my god, Chris.
There you go,
Jesus, dude. He gave them like 2 seconds to switch the camera.
He got killed. All right,
Not
player
even.
1 now. Back to player 2, sorry. Player
1,000. No,
Player
there's 1
two.
second. This guy's like, back to player 2. Player 2! Get the what are you doing? Get out!
There you go.
He's like yelling.
Player 2.
Oh my
Red
God.
1, Jared. Red 1.
It's very we'll do
Alright,
it
so
live,
let's
and
hit
it
the
always was
fire
back
base.
then. So they go through this mission, they like make this whole narrative escape and get their objectives. Looks like an exciting outlaw base. Be nice to fight through this. Then they turn in, they start taking these boxes back, right? They're stealing the drugs from these guys or whatever.
Okay, so let's see what they were hiding here on the base. Okay, here we go.
George, I'm Professor
Alright.
Tomato. Come here to teach you some of the good works of our
As
Lord
always
Pico
says,
today.
And, all right, let's take... so again, here's sort of an example of the inner thought, so let's pick it up.
Feels like the Microtech sneaking mission. Let's be honest, man. This is the Microtech sneaking mission of 2019. This is the Planet Tech demo with the Sandworm of 2017. This is the Pyro Outpost infiltration of 2021. This is the featured showcases of 2023. It's all of the things. They just kept doing these kinds of demos, and people were oftentimes only believing little parts of them. That's why this year was kind of a breath of fresh air.
Little grabby hands action, so you'll be able to move and take things around as I've mentioned before. So let's take them out. You want to land the freelancer and let's start loading up the cargo.
Yeah, Tatana, Avocado is absolutely right there. The bunkers we play now were made just for the 2018 CitizenCon.
Glenn
and
walks very slowly. He doesn't want to drop the box.
they just kept with them. Agreed, Lurch. I think that's why that format has stopped.
All right, look at that. Right, come out the back there. Let's just put the box down at the base here to
Just
Chris
too
can go
much
get
too
it.
much anxiety
All
about
right.
keeping people engaged. Don't know if what they showed
Hang on,
this
we
year
got
we
an
will
incoming
actually
video
get.
message. Let's check that out.
That's fair, PK. It feels more based on stuff they've actually delivered. Every year it seems like they advertise stuff that they haven't actually done before as what they're going to be doing again. But most of the stuff that they showed us for this year's CitizenCon feels just like a continuation of stuff they've already actually proved they can deliver. So it even if they haven't started delivering it, which they might this week, it definitely feels better than previous years when you were like, oh, they're going to start doing that this year. That's good.
So, find anything good? If you don't mind, I'll just have a look myself.
But he's still at the bar.
That doesn't sound very good. Don't know about that. What do you reckon, guys? Ups to daisy. Looks like we got double crossed. Damn it! That's the end of the demo.
So that was the 3.0 gameplay demo, and really that was meant to showcase, everything back at this point was meant to showcase just that they had something going on. And while that did reflect kind of where they wanted to go with Mission Givers, they never quite got there, and even when they did, they were broken and just not making their way back into the game. So all of this basically to explain that, like, Mission Givers used to be big. They used to be important. They are something that a lot of people want in the game, but CIG has not done a good job of supporting them. Basically, I think they were completely locked behind the performance of the game. Server meshing needed to come in to allow them to really explain what they wanted to explain without the game falling apart doing it. So now that that is in the game, server meshing is here, and the game's more stable, it seems like they're turning back towards Mission Givers, and I think we're going to see them soon, with the first being Recco Battaglia. With that, I'm going to close out with this little bit there he was talking about Mission Givers. It's not a lot of good info, but just something to conclude with.
All the mission givers are
Shady.
shady. And this person's like, I don't want to play shady. Their word was Renegade. They obviously play some Mass Effect. Because I don't want to play Renegade. Because I want to be a good person. I want to play a good person. I want to take missions from good people. Why is everybody I'm taking a mission from such a piece of crap?
And when you said this to me, I was like, surely there's... Yeah, they're absolutely right. Like, it's one I'll obviously raise with the writers, like, who come up with these mission givers, like, what am I dropping someone else in it? Yeah, I have, haven't I? Oh well. Yeah, but there are two security guys. Oh, no longer. Is this okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I thought you touched something then. Right. So there is two security guys who are going to be on Horizon, whatever.
Wilmslow.
And nailed it.
That
are
was
good guys. You know, they're, I guess, our first.
Their advocacy.
good guys. But
So they were even talking about more mission givers coming in at the time. They just scrapped it. It wasn't working. There were supposed to be, I think, Eddie Parr at Microtech, and there were supposed to be 2 advocacy agents on Orison that gave you missions as well.
yeah, until you said that, I hadn't really realized they live in the grey. Like Battaglia, she's not bad.
Bad. It's just not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe the fact that she's in Levski and looks a little run down makes you think, and oh, she's shady, but
Yeah, but Tevin is probably the most great. Pacheco is
bad.
bad. Yeah,
Bad.
There's
There's no one altruistic yet.
Yeah, there's no one altruistic. Yes,
Yeah.
Hurston is corporate greed, and I'm just going to default to thinking they're evil. Whatever. Eckhart is based on Phil Miller, so he's
Thug.
obviously based, huh?
A thug.
He's obviously a terrible person. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how they feel about mission givers. Okay, this is the wrap up of this topic. Hopefully they come in, and honestly, as is being mentioned in chat, hopefully they are instanced. We're going to talk about instancing here in a moment, and you'll hear kind of the culture around what they were talking about in terms of instancing, and you realize that back at this time, he may have mentioned it in that video we were just watching and I missed it, but it did not sound like they were thinking about instancing mission givers. They really wanted this to be the kind of game where you dealt with the complications of everyone being present. And so I don't think they were going to instance them before. I do think they will now, as they've talked about recently, but there's your mission givers talk. Thanks for chilling and listening to it.